So at the time of this recording, I have just gotten home from lunch with my three best friends, Kim, Rachel, and Jiff. And I want to tell you how I feel right now. Seen, cared for, completely myself, filled up, nourished in all of the ways. There is something about being with these three women that is just easy. What do I mean by that? I can say whatever I want without editing it first, without managing how it lands, without wondering if I'm being too much or not enough. I am just however I am, fully, freely, without apology. And they receive all of it openly. I always leave my time with them knowing more clearly who I am, feeling more grounded in that. And it's not an accident. That is what the right relationships do. They don't just make you feel good. They reflect you back to yourself, the truest version of you, the one that gets a little buried under the pressure and the pace and the performance of everyday life and all of the stuff. So today's message is encouragement to pay attention to who you are with when you feel your best. That is the whole insight right there, because those people aren't just good company. They are mirrors. They show you who you actually are when nobody is asking you to be anything other than that. Isn't that so wonderful? And here's the leadership lesson in that. As leaders, we spend so much time in rooms where we are performing some version of ourselves, the competent one, the certain one, the one who has the answers and sets the tone and holds it together and has the insight and has the vision for everyone else. And yes, that is important and maybe a necessary part of the job, but it's not the whole of who you are. And you know that, you feel that. And if you spend all of your time in those rooms without any time in the rooms where you can just be, without the title, without the pressure, without the expectation, you start to lose the thread back to yourself. The people who reflect your best self back to you, they are a lifeline. They are how you stay connected to who you are underneath it all. And that connection, that knowing of yourself is everything. It is the foundation of everything. It is everything I talk about on this show as leadership is self-development. It is the foundation of your values, your instincts, your ability to lead from a grounded, centered, genuinely present place. So spending time in those spaces gives us the knowing of what that feels like and the impact that that has. You cannot lead well from a self you have lost touch with. So who are your Kim, Rachel, and Jiff? Who are the people in your life where you can say whatever you want without judgment, where it's just easy, where you leave feeling more like yourself than when you arrived? And when is the last time that you were with those people? Because those relationships deserve to be protected and nurtured and prioritized, not as a treat you earn when the work slows down, but a non-negotiable part of how you take care of yourself as a leader. The last thing that I did before we left the lunch today was, hey, let's get out our calendars and make sure we have the next one scheduled. And the good news is it's not just a lunch, it's a whole afternoon. I will look forward to that day because I know that it will be time to let the guard down, let the nervous system regulate, and just to be who I am. So pay attention to who you are with when you feel that way. And then make sure that you are with them often. What a great way to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.